EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. For a chance to come back to this very stadium in 2 weeks' time, we are off and running in the NFC Championship. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming out.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with an end around. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
In motion right, Olave. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Oh, his first throw of his playoff matchup is intercepted. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time back in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, these guys are hard to find.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third and 9 here. Looking to throw. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. Complete to Olave on the out route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll try the right side here. Barkley on the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones will find his tight end. That's Waller. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Barkley inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. On the ground with a tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd and 2. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. As Shaheed going to go in motion. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. So the long run gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's got room. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Little short pass here to Hill. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy to try to tackle it.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now. And he taken in by Shaheed. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 38 Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The point after, good by Groupie. We are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30. Yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I'd like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. This is 2nd and 8. Now Saquon Barkley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Jones on third down. That's complete to Slayton. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good gain.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during the game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Hyatt there to grab it. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, They kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. This is Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Jones. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Great play offensively, defensively. What a disappointment.
And that's why I hurry up and attack right away. You might catch him napping a little bit after that breakdown.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? Did you just watch that game? I had a bad loss, man. I don't know what I did wrong in that game. I only had one interception, but then I
How
had a
was your day?
fumble. Oh, my day is good. I just lost the conference championship game. I didn't make it to the Super Bowl, but other than that, my day is good. What about you? This stream's gonna end soon, just so you know. I finished the game already. I was just watching something on Instagram. Hmm.
What is your favorite team?
The Saints. I'm from New Orleans. I'm guessing you like the Titans.
Yep.
Awesome.